Hey guys, it's me, Shani, and today we're going to be doing a holiday get ready with me, creating this look you see here. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. Let's get started. I'm excited to get ready for the holidays with you guys. I think I'm going to do a silver smoky eye, but we're going to start with the Bigger Than Beauty Skincare lip treatment, and this is the new one in Vanilla Sugar Cookie. I love how this makes my lips feel in the winter time especially. It just leaves them very moisturized and glossy, and it definitely smells like vanilla. It's not like a super strong scent, it's pretty subtle, but I definitely do smell it. What I already did is I did the Instant Brow Fix Brow Gel from Thrive Cosmetics in the shade Serena. I just put that through my brows, and then for the face, I used the Hourglass Illusion Priming Moisturizer all over the face, and then the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer from e.l.f. in the T-zone, but that is all I did so far. Oh, and I also used a black eyeliner just to tightline the top part of my eyes, but that is it. So we're going to start with the eyes. In one of my most recent videos, I talked about some of the new makeup I received lately that I bought myself or I got as a gift, and I just was excited about it. So I thought it would be fun to actually do a try on, like using the product in a get ready with me. So that's what we're doing today. For the eyes, I want to use the Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette. This is newer to me, and then same as the Hourglass Swan palette this will be for the face products. But let's start with this. I think this is such a perfect holiday eyeshadow palette. That's why I thought it'd be perfect for this video. Here are the shades. They're just very icy and like wintry in my opinion. I think they look really nice and cool toned, and I don't know, kind of what I'm looking for the winter time. So I think I'm going to start with Poised right here. It's like this gray tone, and I'm going to put that in the crease of the eyes. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to use an eye primer. I have the Thrive Cosmetics Eye Lift Primer. This is getting pretty old. I feel like I need to retire this soon, but we'll use it today. I'm going to put that on the eyelids. Now I'm going to go in with that Poised gray shade on a crease brush here. And we're just going to work that into the crease of the eye. If you have hooded eyes, I would go a little bit higher up than your natural crease just so you can see it when your eyes are open. There's some crazy looking shimmers in this palette, like kind of glittery, chunky shades that I don't always go for, honestly. But I feel like for the holidays, I kind of want that extra sparkle, so we're gonna see how we like that. I have used this palette a couple times so far, but I think I'm gonna use some shades I've never used before today. Next, I'm gonna take a clean brush with no product on it, and I'm just going to kind of go ahead and clean the edges. So just kind of clean up what we already put on the eyes. Next, I'm going to take Cold Plunge right here. It's just a shade that matches my natural skin tone really well. And I'm actually going to take this brush that had nothing on it. I'm going to take that and put that above the crease, and it'll just kind of blend out some of that gray color, but it'll also cover up my like eye veins and stuff that you can see here. I just like to kind of put a nice cream color right there. It also kind of tones down the gray color, which is good. It just kind of makes it all blend a little bit better. Quick matcha break. I'm drinking out of my little Peter Pan mug. So cute. Randy and I were actually Peter Pan and Wendy this year for Halloween, which was so cute. I think the pictures turned out really fun. And yeah, I'm just reminded of that by my mug. Isn't that so funny? I'll have to insert some clips so you can see, but it was a fun costume. Randy, I don't know how he puts up with me because he's not the type to dress up or anything, but he does a great job. We have fun every Halloween. But let me go into the next shade. I'm going to use this dark color here called She Rich. And we're going to put that in the outer corner of the eyes. So like right here. I'm really liking the mattes in this palette. I really like the cool tones and they blend really nice. I'm doing the eyes first in case there's fallout, but I don't think there's too much fallout. And don't be afraid to get this really dark and smoky. I think that's just a really fun look for the holidays. That's kind of what we're going for. And we can always kind of tone it down a little bit as we go. I'm going to take that blending brush that I was just using and just kind of blend out the edges here. Speaking of Halloween, I don't think I even showed the other costume I did this year. So I was Wendy with Randy and he was Peter Pan, but then I also decided for my work Halloween party, I dressed up as the pink version of the Mad Hatter. So I'll insert some clips here of that too. That was so fun. I just really love dressing up. I don't know, I really do. And I'm gonna put, I talk, I'm gonna put this Alamar primer on my eyes. This one's a little more tacky, and I like to use this for shimmers, and then the Thrive Cosmetics one I used all over the lid, but this one I'm gonna just put a little bit on my brush and use for wherever I wanna put the shimmer shades. But anyways, dressing up as the Mad Hatter was so fun. I feel like I really got into it. I did a whole setup, like Randy helped me do a whole photo shoot where I set up a bunch of my vintage hats and my hat boxes behind me for the photos. And it just almost looked like its own little world. Like I thought it was really cute. And, you know, I liked the background, like setting up the background was really fun. And, yeah, so that was cool. I feel like I just had an Alice in Wonderland themed year a little bit because I read the book. I went to a ballet that was Alice in Wonderland themed, and I read both the books, Through the Looking Glass and Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. And so I don't know, when it came time to Halloween, I was just like, I want to be the Mad Hatter. I don't know, I think it could be fun. And I did really pink makeup, super bright pink makeup. So that was also a fun part of it. Look at the gorgeous shimmer shades here. I think what I'm going to do is go with this one first and then this one next. They just look so shimmery, so I'm going to do Platinum first in the inner part of the lid and then Bling on the like middle part of the lid. Tell me about your Halloween. Did you guys dress up? I feel like most people my age don't dress up anymore, but it is a fun thing to do. Oh wow. Look at that. Can you see how bright that is? Wow. I feel like this is going to be perfect for New Year's. I feel like this look will definitely be nice for like holiday, like a holiday time, like Christmas time, if you celebrate Christmas. But I feel like this would also be a really good New Year's look. I do like to do silver for New Year's as well. We'll have to see when I decide to wear this, but I do like it so far. That is really pretty. Okay, let's go into Bling. Bling I might have to use, yeah, I might use my finger for Bling. Yeah, that's like real chunky. Can you see that? Wow, Bling is super chunky but pretty. I don't know if you can tell, but that added a lot of dimension. I think this look requires liquid liner, so I'm going to use the Thrive Cosmetics Brilliant Eye Brightener Sparkling Liquid Eyeliner in Dominique. It is a black liquid eyeliner with a little bit of silver shimmer to it, so I think that's going to be perfect for this look. I went ahead and applied foundation off camera. So this is the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint here. This is what I used for my foundation all over the face with a sponge. And now we're gonna go ahead and go into cream products. I'm gonna use the Thrive Cosmetics Mo Cream Bronzer, and I'm just gonna apply this right on the temples, the cheekbones, and down here. And then we're just gonna blend this out. Next, for cream blush, I decided on using the Saie Dew Blush in the shade Chili. It's just a little smaller sample I have, so I'm gonna put that on the back of my hand here. And then next I'm going to go in with my under eye little corrector, and we're going to use that with the Pat McGrath under eye powder and then set our basically concealer. It's an under eye corrector, but I use it as a concealer. Now I'm just blending this out. At the time that I'm filming this, it is end of November, and I'm just really excited for December. I think I just always love this time of year, but if I'm being honest, I think this year has been hard in a lot of ways, and lately, like just, oh my gosh, there's powder everywhere. I'm gonna set my face with the Mineral Fusion Pressed Powder Foundation. I have a tiny bit of it left, so I'm going to try to use that. But anyways, I love this time of year. I love December especially. I love Christmas, love New Year's, and yeah, I think this year has been hard in a lot of ways, and I think I'm kind of excited for the new year. I'm getting married in 2026, and I just feel like 2026 will be a lot better of a year. I don't know. I think this year there's been some hard things that have happened. Just in the last 2 weeks, some really challenging things happened to me. There was the loss of someone I knew. There was a health scare for one of my very, very close family members. It was literally the most insane past 2 weeks, and I don't know, it almost got to the point where I was like, can I even take much more of things happening? Like, this is just too much for me. It's too overwhelming. This is supposed to be such an exciting, happy time of the year. Like, we're getting to Christmas and Thanksgiving. Like, we're almost at Thanksgiving when the time I'm filming this now, and it's just like, I don't know. I guess it just was a hard period of time recently for me, and I'm just trying to remind myself how every day is a gift, and there's so many beautiful things going on as well. But I just want to say, if you are struggling right now, if you're not too thrilled about the holidays, if it all seems like a lot right now, I am with you. You're not alone, and it's hard when everyone else is seeming to have this beautiful holiday season. It's hard. I don't know. I feel like sometimes you compare, or sometimes you're like, this is not how I'm supposed to be feeling right now. However you're feeling is valid, and just because it's a certain time of year doesn't mean you have to put on a happy face and, you know, not be real about it, I guess. I finished powdering the face off camera, and now I'm going to go ahead and take the gray shade we used in the crease and just put it under the eyes right here. I'm going to try putting this iced out shade down here in the inner corner. I think it has a blue flip to it, which I don't really like, but let's try it. I didn't like how blue that was, so I put a normal, like, white shimmery color on top of it. I hope it doesn't look too blue in the inner corner. That's the one thing I don't really like about this palette, is I wish it just had a plain, like, I wish this shade didn't have the blue flip, this one right here. But what can you do? We're just working with what we got. Next, I'm applying mascara. So I'm using the Liquid Lash Volumizer Mascara from Thrive Cosmetics first, and then their Extensions one. And that is kind of just gives me the volume and the length that I want. I think the things that have happened in my life recently have just kind of caused me to reflect and realize how precious life is, and how things can change very quickly, and it's just honestly terrifying. But I think it just is making me all the more excited for this holiday season, because I just really want to be with my family and friends and just soak up all of that time with them that you get during the holidays that you don't normally get, you know, and it just makes me all the more grateful. I feel like I'm a very grateful person in general. Like, I always think about what I'm grateful for, but when things like this happen, hard things that are happening, it makes you even more grateful or even more aware of those things that you took for granted, honestly. Next, I'm going to go in with the Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked Swan palette from Hourglass. I love the packaging on this. I'm going to use the bronzer shade here, Natural Bronze, the highlighter, Golden Hour. And then for blush, I think I'm going to go in with a mixture of these two. This is Luminous Coral and Sunset Flush, I think, are the two blushes I'm going to go in with. I'm really liking this palette a lot. I'm really liking this blush combo. Let's go in with the highlighter now. Lastly, I'm going to use this finishing powder called Dim Light. It's this one right here. You're supposed to just kind of put this all over like what you already put on your skin. So I'm going to try that. Just to kind of give a nice glow and look to the skin. I don't know if it's really doing much. I'm going to have to play around with that shade because I haven't been using that one a lot, but it's a great palette. I really love it. I'm really loving these two palettes. They're just really nice. But lips. We have a ton of different options for lips. I'm thinking, hold on, let me get my mirror again. I'm thinking, I have a few different new lip products, but one of them I'm not really loving. It is the Huda Beauty Lip Contour Stain. It's like a lip tint in the shade Rosewood. Here is what it looks like. And it has this kind of interesting applicator. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but I'm thinking maybe I'll try using this because we used the Huda palette. So let's try that. It just doesn't seem like it comes out very clean. Like, I feel like it skips. And I have been storing it like upside down like they say to. And it's a very pretty color, but I feel like it just doesn't really apply evenly. Like, see how it's so much thicker down here? But now it like ran out of juice or something. I feel like I knew this was kind of a fail, but I wanted to give it another try, and now it's really a fail. Like, I don't even know, like, will it swatch on my hand? Like, I feel like I used all the juice of it, and it's like hardly coming out. So this is definitely a fail. I feel like, I don't know, maybe, I can't remember if I had it stored upside down the whole night or not, but I thought I had it stored upside down for a good amount of time. That's just weird. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil in Rich Mauve, just because this is tried and true. I do have 3 newer lipstick crayons from Thrive Cosmetics that came out for holiday. They have these like frosted lipsticks, so I thought we'd try some of those. In one of my recent videos, I wore the shade Carrie, which is like a muted plum shade. Let's swatch it. Because I wore that in my other video, I'll try not to wear it this video, but it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this shade. I already know I love this shade. Then I have Promise, which is like a cranberry. I don't know if that would go with this look though, but it's a really pretty like shimmery cranberry. And then we have Madeline, which is more of a pink, like a pink shimmer. Maybe we should try that one out. I think I'm gonna try Madeline. This is the pink shade. I feel like frosted lips are definitely trending, and I think they're really good for holiday too. It's just very festive. Ooh, I really love that. Okay, here's the final look. What do we think? I am really excited. I feel like if I put on like a holiday dress or something, this would just be perfect. But here's the final look. I'm really liking the lip. I think maybe alone this color would have been too light, but with the lip liner, it really is nice. And the eyes are just so fun and shimmery. This definitely cheered me up. If you needed some cheering up too during this hard time, I hope it helped. I hope it maybe gave you some ideas for a fun holiday look, or just you leave knowing that life is hard and we're all kind of going through it together. And I just am wishing you a wonderful holiday season, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.